Good evening, friends and avatars. Golem Dragon here with you. Today we'll be taking a look at the Ultima 4 exploit using the disk swapping technique to generate new content on the world map to farm chests for infinite gold. Today I have my new character parked just outside Lord British's castle. As you travel around the world map in Ultima 4, you will notice locations where in Emulator, or if you happen to have an Apple II lying around, a slight stutter as you continue to travel the world. You'll notice as I went left and right, there's a slight stutter as you go past the left-hand edge of Lord British's castle. You'll also notice a slight stutter as we move to the east, right at the point on the map where the moon gate loads. We are going to head back to the peninsula, swap out the Britannia or the world disk for the underworld disk, thus forcing the Apple II, or in this case the Apple II emulator, to not load information from the world disk, but from the underworld disk. And this is what happens. Incorrect tile sets are loaded, areas are generated using the information from the underworld disk to create an area that will grow infinitely as we explore it to cover the entire world. This will allow us to find, periodically, chests in which some of them may be infinite chests, where you can continue to open it and farm gold until you max out your gold inventory to 9,999. Please note, you want your character, or at least one of your characters in your party, to be at least level 2. If I were to swap the underworld disk back for the world disk, or the Britannia disk, and go back to the west, we will reach the point where the map will have to load its data again. We will leave the area successfully with all of our ill-gotten gains, and we'll have successfully acquired free gold in this process. Gold which does not affect the karma as our quest continues. We are not stealing gold from anyone. We are not killing someone we shouldn't. We are not killing a fleeing opponent, becoming non-compassionate, ruining our virtue. We are just simply taking advantage of how the game was coded back in the 1980s. As we farm chests, you'll notice I can just spam G for get chest, as well as the character number. I'm going to quickly cure myself. I've already swapped back the Britannia disk for the underworld disk. If I were to keep the underworld disk and continue back to the west or to the right, the areas will continue to grow. I, however, want to take my free gold and escape successfully. If I were to die and be resurrected by Lord British, I would lose all 2,500 of my gold. I don't want that. So, I have now escaped successfully. I have reached Castle Britannia. I have successfully caused the skeleton to flee, which I'm going to not worry about my valor. I'm going to be compassionate and let my enemy flee. But now I have my gold. I can talk to Lord British, get healed back up, continue my quest to become the Avatar of Britannia, the Avatar of Virtue, and move on from here. This exploit can be done in multiple locations on the map. I prefer this one. It is very easy, as you can see, to get in and get out of the area without any problem, as long as you have sufficient health and spells to cure poison. If you fall asleep while poisoned in Ultima 4, the poison is cured. So if you get lucky while opening chests, you can sometimes get a free cure just by the sleep trap. If there's any other questions about this exploit, please feel free to comment below. Thank you again for joining me. This is Golem Dragon. Keep on gaming.